birthday, Julia Cotto.
The title of my talk this evening is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. But before I get started, I'd like to recognize the officers that served with me. Would you please stand up and remain standing? Tony Gittles, Pat Starker, Sergeant Lawrence, Bill Hill Smith, Jorge, who has served with us as Vice President of Public Relations. Any other?
Charlie.
Charlie, where's Charlie? Good. Charlie. Public Relations took over Jorge's role when Jorge had to leave, and so I appreciate each of you for helping out in the cause and the mission of Toastmasters, and I thank you. And it's been a pleasure serving you. Beach blanket party. What a great theme for coming into the summer 2012. Last year ended as a year of no ordinary moments. That was the theme of last year's banquets, no ordinary moments. The energy level as well as the expectations were high. And without hesitation, the year started out with a bang. And just before the end of last year, we had already signed up 4 new members. By February, we had signed up another 5 members, 9 members, and we're only 2 months into the term. This was great news. We were all charged up and excited. Looking back, though, it seems that the theme of last year's banquet, No Ordinary Moments, was more of a premonition of things to come. By March or so, of the 9 new members, all had disappeared. One lady that came in and was so excited to be in Toastmasters and was crying. Filled out the application, gave us the check, and we never saw her again. With over 30, this is all true story, I'm not making this up. With over 30 members on the books, we should have had some 15 people or so, not counting guests at the meeting. But a lot of the times, we struggle to have 12 and sometimes less. My vice president of membership had to leave because of family program problems in March. So all the carefully crafted plans, Carl, we had it on calendar. It crashed and burned before even the airplane reached the end of the runway. Then, Mayfa Chen steps in to be the vice president of membership.
Yay, Mayfa!
A week later, he gets called to Saudi Arabia to take over a project for his company that was going upside down. 2 weeks later, we get an email from the hospice telling us that we had to leave and we couldn't have meetings here anymore. And that was just the first 3 months of the term. Clearly, it was like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Talk about the term no ordinary moments. Believe me, I don't think that this club has ever had a term where we were all on the brink of homelessness. Now that's a wild ride. Fortunately, it looks like we're on the way to recovery. In spite of all the mayhem, I had the good fortune to have 3 young ladies by my side. These women were the glue that held the ship together. What fascinated me about our relationship was that these were no ordinary women. Oh, no. These were three strong-willed, opinionated, savvy women. Add to the mix one strong-willed, opinionated, and savvy man, and you have the recipe for disaster. But the miracle of this relationship, this is the miracle of this relationship, that we all learned how to get along with each other and to tolerate each other's quirks and eccentricities. The focus was not on ourselves. Putting egos aside, we focused on the mission. The mission, which is Toastmasters, to provide a place where leaders are made. And this was the most exciting part of being president. It was to be part of this dynamic group where we put forth the greater good and fulfilled the mission of Toastmasters, to provide a place where leaders are made. Because, fellow Toastmasters, friends and guests, Toastmasters is the best kept secret in the whole wide world. Where in the world can you learn world-class leadership skills at little or no cost? Where in the world can you learn world-class professional communication skills without traveling great distances? Where in the world can you learn these skills through a tried and proven system that is practically in your backyard? Where in the world can you find a supportive group of seasoned mentors where you cannot fail? Friends, welcome to the world of Toastmasters International, Central Florida facilitators. Fellow Toastmasters, we are the best kept secret in the whole wide world. The Central Florida Facilitators is a Toastmasters club with a rich heritage of excellence. This club is home to the great leaders, great coaches, and great communicators. This club is home to one of our district's most winning speaker, Stephen Morgan. This home is club to our district's two-time evaluation champion, Jessica Guthrie. This club is home to seasoned speakers and mentors like Tim Chastain, Marilyn Chastain, Tony Giddles, Gil Hill-Smith, and a few more that time is too short to mention. If you come to these meetings and follow the program, you too will become an accomplished speaker. If you get involved in the club's leadership and follow the Toastmasters leadership program, you can't help but to become a more accomplished facilitator and leader. And now, I leave this post and turn the reins over to Susan Morgan. There's no doubt in my mind that Susan Morgan will make us all proud. Susan is not only a distinguished Toastmaster, but a seasoned leader, having held a number of positions, including division governor, as you've already learned. Susan will have some pretty big shoes to fill. Not because I wear a size 12 shoe, but because of the people that have held this position before me. However, I have no doubt that Susan is the right person for this position for this time. And I wish her all the success that she can muster. And I pledge my support and will be proud to serve not only as immediate past president, but also as her treasurer. And now for the next 6 months, having had such a stressful term, with some Prozac and a few stiff drinks, I should be able to settle my nerves in the next 6 terms. Because Because now, Susan, it's your baby. Baby. Hey.
Present him with this plaque to thank him for his services as our president for the last 6 months. And I would like to read the inscription, or I've been instructed to read the inscription. In appreciation for outstanding leadership as El Presidente, Julian Cotto. So thank you, Julian.
Thank you. Always take the opportunity to hug a pretty lady.